On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about loading dock safety, so stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're talking about loading dock safety and some of the things that you want to consider when doing this. And this is just a very high level list of things to get started, are things like making sure that every day you inspect your docks to make sure that everything is in working order. Go through and make sure that, just like anything that we talk about with safety, you train. Train your employees, train the people that use your docks, and make sure that everyone knows all the rules and regulations concerning those docks. The next thing is the marking of areas. Make sure that everything around your loading dock is marked and there are signs and or paint or tape indicating everything from barriers above and around the dock to make sure that everyone knows their surroundings and knows how to be safe around them. Make sure that the lighting in the area is nice and bright to where everyone can see everything going around in the areas of the docks. Make sure that your docks are locked and inspected before letting anyone or any machines go into them, and make sure that you note anything that you see that's out of the ordinary so that you don't get blamed for anything that is damaged inside of the truck or in any of the areas inside. Then you want to make sure that there are dock plates down to assure that you can go in and out smoothly. Next, make sure that when people are driving the lift trucks, they have a good vision of what's in front of them so that they don't accidentally hit someone or something inside the dock or possibly hit the edge while going in, and that they're being safe while driving. Next, make sure that when you're doing anything with stacking or storing, that everything is secure and that you're not letting anything get loose or move around when the truck is in transportation mode. Then make sure that you're aware of your spaces so that while you're inside, you don't damage the floor, the ceiling, the walls, or the product themselves. And if there's anything that we've left off of this list that is in reference to OSHA guidelines or the regulations of your facility, that you follow those as well. If you do this, if you go through and make sure that you have a very respectable pace in the things that you're doing and that you are absolutely following all the guidelines of your facility, you're going to be as safe as possible, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So until next time, thank you for being part of another Warehouse Safety Tips, and here's a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.
You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the vodcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the vodcast at warehousesafetytips.com. And if you want to catch our podcast and or request a sample pack of Mighty Line, visit mightylinetape.com/safety tips. Thank you for watching Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.